Hello, and welcome to the Euphonium How-To Guide. This episode, we'll be talking about the things you need for your instrument. Okay. First off is some slide grease. Now there are two types you can get. You can have the one that comes in this bottle and it's kind of like really thick liquid. And this is the one I use. Or, I don't have it on me. Or they have little circular cups, and they have grease in there, and it's more like a hair grease consistency, and both of them work fine. I just got this because it's a little bit cheaper where I am, and this was about $5, and the other one, it has less, but it's about $3. Also, it varies on where you are. Next thing you need is valve oil. Now, I use blue juice, and this is obviously a really large bottle. This is 8 ounces, and they have bottles of, I believe, 2 or 4 ounces. I believe it's 2. And those are about $4 or $5. This was about $15. And this is what you're going to use to make sure your valves are in a great order. And this one is slightly optional. It is Brasso. This is for when you're cleaning your instrument. And I'll discuss how to use this in a different video. And now I'm going to show you how you're going to use it on your instrument. Okay. So, when you're applying valve oil, what you want to do is you want to unscrew the valves like so. And then you want to pull it out and then get your valve oil. My valves are fine, so I'm not going to physically do it. I'm just going to act like I'm doing it. And then you're just going to put the valve oil on there and go around. And then you're going to make sure you go all around. And then just going to work your way in there. And then, oh yeah, people who are new to this might have trouble trying to get it back in. If you find that the valves will not go in like that, then just twist the valve around until you can find that one slot. On this instrument, it's directly like this way, but if you have a 321 by any chance, then it's going to be directly this way, as if you're holding it like this. And then you're gonna, once you find that hole, you're gonna screw it back in, and then make sure you have it screwed on all the way, or else you're gonna hear that clack. Should sound like that, and your valves should be good. Now on the slide grease. Now, this part is important. So to make sure your valves also stay in good condition and that you don't depressurize your valves, what you want to do is you want to press down on the corresponding valve when you take out the tuning slide. So I'm going to press this down, and then now I have a tuning slide. You can release it once it is completely out of the instrument. And then you want to set your instrument down safely. Give me a sec. Clear it of any spit in case you have some. And then you want to take your grease, and then you're going to put it on there. You're going to take your fingers and you're going to put the grease and distribute it evenly across the valves. Then you're going to get your instrument, and then you're going to work your way in, remembering to put your thumb or your finger back onto the valve, and you're going to slowly work it back in like so, on one at a time. And then once both of them are good, then you can put both of them back in there, keep it moving, make sure it's working fine, and then you're good. And then you're going to want to do that for every single one of them. Now if you have a compensating horn, you're going to have 2 in the back, one for the first valve and one for the third valve. And if you do, just remember that these are also connected to your fourth valve. And so when you do it, you also want to make sure that you have your fourth valve locked when you take it out. And then you just want to do the same with those. Okay. And when you are greasing your main tuning slide, mine is in the back. You do not have to pull on anything when you pull that one out. You can take that one freely at your will. And there is one more thing that you should use. Give me one sec.